Automotive Dealers. By Coca-Cola Classic. By Amoco Ultimate Lead-Free Premium. Amoco, your car knows. By the Kelly Springfield Tire Company. Kelly Tires, a good deal on a great tire. By Kroger. At Kroger, every day is game day. Go Krogering. By GE Automotive. If you're a car maker or supplier, put their minds to work. And by the Michigan State Lottery. Play Super Lotto, and you can become a Michigan Lottery millionaire.
In 1976, the city of Milwaukee proved magical to the Pistons' playoff success. Chris Ford's steal and hoop provided Detroit with the series victory. 13 years later, the Pistons are hoping the Lightning can strike twice. Now the Pistons can put the Bucks away and enter the NBA's version of the Final Four for the third straight season. After plowing the Bucks 2 straight in Motown, Detroit destroyed a Brewtown homecoming in Game 3. Tonight, Motown's bad boys will try to settle the score in 4. Live from Milwaukee, it's Game 4, the Pistons and the Bucks. Hi again, everybody, and welcome to the excitement of NBA playoff basketball. Coach Dick Motta is here. This is George Blaha along with Mr. 808, and it's the Pistons and the Milwaukee Bucks. And you know, Coach, the Pistons are still unbeaten in the playoffs. There's a team out west called the Lakers that can say the same thing. They've just completed a sweep of Seattle. I would think the Pistons would like to match them and sweep the Bucks away tonight.
I would think that their attitude is to get this thing over with as quickly as possible, rest yourself a little bit, and get ready for the next set.
Milwaukee really banged up. As you no doubt know by now, a very fine young player, Larry Krishnowiak, went down with a serious knee injury yesterday. They had successful knee surgery today. It'll be a long way back for him, however. Terry Cummings isn't going to play tonight. Paul McKeskey's out. Paul Pressey's out. Ricky Green won't play. They had to put Mark Davis back on the roster. They only have 7 guys out here, or 8.
It really seems unfair for the Milwaukee Bucks. You play a whole 82-game season to get ready for the tournament, and then something like this happens. That's sport, however. You have to deal with the injury. It's part of your everyday life. You don't like to see it happen, but you have to cope with it. The other hand, the Pistons have got to be careful that they don't fall into the trap. That old thing about a wounded animal is very dangerous.
Oh, and I am sure that Milwaukee will do everything they can, Dick, to avoid being swept. This is a proud team. They weren't supposed to beat Atlanta, and they certainly did.
You back a wounded animal into the corner, and they should respond, and that's exactly what the Bucks are now. And they do have a great deal of pride, George, and I expect to see a very hotly contested game this evening.
You know what else? They still have some pretty good ball players available tonight. Ricky Pierce, as we all know by now, if we've been paying attention, can shoot with anybody. Jay Humphries is off a good game yesterday. Jack Zikma's got to be overdue. So if everything went just so, Milwaukee can give the Pistons a run, particularly if the Pistons are not ready tonight.
That's the key. The Pistons have too much depth. Their bench is overpowering as it is. And when you have to go down and play your starters extended minutes like the Bucks are going to have to do, and some of them even look a little tired this evening as they warm up. The favors falls right with the Pistons. They should win this ball game if they just mind their P's and Q's.
There was good news yesterday for Piston fans coming out of Isaiah Thomas. He got the shot back, folks, and then some. He had 15 in the third. He scored 26 overall, and he, if in fact he can keep sticking them, can really make a difference in this team. When you have a superstar like Isaiah, you want him to play like one, and even if he is trying to fight through an injury.
Well, you knew that he would. He's stuck with this injury, and he's played very well. His floor game has always been there. Now he'll get that other confidence back. And if he doesn't do it, someone else will.
Yeah, we'll look forward to seeing what happens tonight. We'll have the starters and all the action for you in just a moment on this, the Pistons Playoff Basketball Network. At the Bradley Center in Milwaukee, the fans are trying to stir up some noise and stir up some extra excitement. The Bucks are now down to 8 players. Ricky Green is not going to dress because of a hip pointer. Randy Brewer will start for Milwaukee up front with Fred Roberts, And as we said before, they need to get a little something more out of Jack Sikma in the last 2 games. Jack hasn't looked like Jack Sikma at all. Sikma on Sunday played 36 minutes but had just 6 points and 7 boards. Friday night he had just 4 and 2 rebounds, although foul trouble did limit him to 18 minutes. Pistons played everybody but John Long yesterday, and they all scored. Dick Motta, they want to keep pace with the Lakers. They could use maybe a day off tomorrow, some extra practice time to get set for either New York or Chicago in the Eastern Finals.
I would think that the team's attitude right now, and it's been apparent all season, is get today's job done, get it over with, and then we'll worry about what happens the day after tomorrow.
Mark Aguirre, off his best game of this series yesterday, a 15-point afternoon, opens up front with a guy who played especially well yesterday. 4 blocks and 9 rebounds for Rick Mahorn. Bill Laimbeer, who is the guy nobody likes over here in Milwaukee, averaging better than 13 rebounds per game, however, against the Bucks in this series. Joins Mark and Ricky up front of Isaiah and Joe Dumars from the backcourt. Joe D played point guard yesterday and set up Isaiah, and did he ever set him up? Chuck Daly brings his Pistons into a game 4 with a chance to sweep. And the fans here are showing their appreciation, I think, perhaps for the entire season that the Milwaukee Bucks have had. They overachieved on the way to 49 wins and overachieved when they beat Atlanta in round 1.
Yeah, they're really satisfied with their season. It is unfortunate they have so many players hurt. I think that this is the biggest decimation that I can recall in the playoffs, George.
Boy, it's amazing. Larry Krystkowiak is replaced in the starting lineup by Randy Brewer. By now you know they're hollering Brew for the 7'3", 260-pound, 6-year man from Minnesota. 6', 10-inch Fred Roberts joins Brewer up front. And Jack Sikma, 7 feet tall, gives them an extremely big front line. Got untracked in the series yesterday. Is joined by Sidney Moncrief in the backcourt. Humphries had 16 points, 6 boards, and 5 assists yesterday in 31 minutes for Del Harris. He'll need that and then some tonight from Humphries. Nice to have you with us in Milwaukee as the Pistons tangle with the Bucks and try to sweep them. This one could be a war. Where's the best place to watch the war between Thomas Hearns and Sugar Ray Leonard live on closed circuit TV on Monday, June the 12th? I'd say the Palace of Auburn Hills. All seats are reserved. They have an intimate theater style setup complete with cabaret tables and 8 giant TV screens. Palace amenities too, like air conditioning and convenient concession service. Just a part of what makes this the best place to be for the war. Monday, June 12th at 9. Tickets on sale now at the Palace box office and all Ticketmaster outlets.
This is the first time, George, I can remember when there are more assistant coaches on the bench than substitutes. I think they have 4 assistant coaches and 3 substitutes ready to go.
Well, I know if they had the trainer, they certainly have 4 people on the bench. Here's the opening tip for our friends from Anheuser-Busch. For all you do, this ice cold Bud's for you. And the Bucks win the Budweiser opening tip. Roberts pitches it in the paint to Brewer. He'll miss the hook. Rebound is pulled away by Laimbeer. But Moncrief intercepts his outlet ahead to Isaiah. Sidney down the lane to the hoop. He scoops, and it's in and out. Lambier with another rebound. They'll go quickly to Isaiah. He'll cross court to Aguirre. Here it goes from the wing. Yes. Pistons should be able to play loose tonight. Aguirre looked like he didn't feel any pressure at all there. It's 2-0 Detroit. Humphries looks at mid-post to Roberts. Here's his fadeaway, and it falls.
It is a nice advantage to have a 3-0 lead. It's almost impossible to come back from it, but however, it has been done.
Wire wide of the lane. Sigma against it. Mark fires it up. No. Brewer with that flat-footed rebound.
And you can count on Bucks really walking it in this contest.
Brewer had 8 rebounds yesterday. He had 12 of them Friday night at the Palace. We're 2-2 in Milwaukee. Humphries against Isaiah. Now top side of Roberts. Roberts flips it deep on the wing to Sigma. Mid-right to Humphries. He'll wheel dotted line. Dish deep to Brewer, and Brewer drew the foul. No. I believe they'll just call it a knockout. They do. A knockout out of bounds.
It's a good thing it wasn't a knockdown.
Joe 40 making the call there. We have a shot clock of 5. Roberts will trigger. Bernie Fryer and Darryl Garrettson, the other 2 officials here. Sigma leaning in and gunning with 2 on the clock, and he got it. Milwaukee leads 4-2. Isaiah up the middle against Humphries. Off to Dumars on the wing behind the 3-point line against Moncrief. Clock at 10. He'll step up now and gun for 2, and it's through. 4-4 in the first 2 minutes at the Bradley Center in Milwaukee. If the Pistons win, they're back to the Pro Basketball Final 4. Humphries bouncing low inside to Moncrief. He'll pump fake and flip up that reverse back up over his head, and he hit it.
Early, they're going to the post up with the Bucks guards in the low post.
6-4 Milwaukee. The Pistons to Mahorn. Ricky in the lane. He guns, and it goes, and he is fouled by Brewer. Rick Mahorn, off a good game yesterday, looks strong in the lane here.
That was a very incidental contact, but he did have both hands on his hip when he started to move. And that's usually the thing they look for.
Ricky's free throw rolls off, but Isaiah picks it up on the baseline, fires it up, and fills it up.
Those are the mistakes that the Bucks have got to avoid.
9.5 to play in the first. Pistons up a deuce, 8-6. Humphries on the sideline. Still with the dribble. Clock at 12. Screen from Brewer. He'll go to the hoop, lay it up lefty and in off the window. Score is tied at 8. Pistons hurry it up the other way. Dumars on the wing. He'll fire over Moncrief. It is off the heel to Brewer. Brewer to Sigma. Now Humphries. Humphries has Isaiah with him on the sideline. Sigma posting Aguirre. Gets it. He'll turn and fire baseline and fill it. Milwaukee looks sharp so far.
Right, had to be a relief to turn around and not see Mahorn there and saw Aguirre instead.
Let me take this shot right now. It's 10-8 Milwaukee. 8:45 to play in the first. Isaiah on the wing against Humphries. He'll take the baseline. Goes to the hoop. He'll scoop. No. Off the iron. Ricky Mahorn has the putback slapped away. Picks it up off the deck. Dishes on the sideline to Isaiah. He'll take it to the corner and fire. No. Off the iron. Brewer with a tap to Humphries. 3-on-2 break. Humphries to Moncrief. No. Roberts boards. It's slapped away by Lambier. He'll get it back. Up fake and follow. No, but he's fouled. Lambier with a foul.
This is pretty good hustle. Fred Roberts stuck with it. Is he a legitimate 6'10", George?
Well, they list him at 6'10". And he looked like it to me standing out there as they stood for the anthem. Down a couple of players from Jack Sigma, who I think is a legitimate 7 feet.
As we guessed it at lunch today, I thought he would maybe be 6'8". I don't know who keeps track of the score.
First free throw goes. Here's the second. You can score it. Milwaukee leads by 4. Freddie Roberts has 4. It's 12-8. Isaiah against Humphries. Wide of the lane to Aguirre. Sigma checking him. Clock at 12. Mark to the hoop. And he powered it up and in.
Mark wanted the isolation against the big guy, and he got it. They cleared out for him. He took Jackson to the baseline.
Showed quickness and strength there. And of course, that soft touch. It's 12-10. Pistons down a deuce. Bucks ball. 7:50 to play in the first. Humphries bouncing to Brewer. He'll turn and gun on the baseline. Over the hole to Aguirre. To Isaiah. Now Dumars. Back to Isaiah. He'll pump fake wide the lane. Dish it topside to Dumars for the long gun that goes. Dumars just inside the three-point line. He has 4, and it's 12-12.
Pistons are pushing the ball up hard.
Jay Humphries coming to work. The score knotted at a dozen. 7:17 to play in the first. Moncrief up high. I'll go down the lane. Flip up the lefty finger roll. It falls. He falls. He's fouled. Count the basket. The personals on Rick Mahorn.
I really admire Rick Mahorn. He doesn't have much of a pin left. That knee is just about decimated, and yet he continues to play, and he still has a couple of tricks in that old body. That was a nice drive. He had good presentation to the basket, and he delivered with his left hand.
Sidney Moncrief makes at the line, too. And Milwaukee leads by 3, 15-12 on the three-point trip from Sidney. We played 5 in the first. Dumars on the way. Got Roberts against him. He'll take him foul line now. Dotted line. Dish it deep to Lambier. It's up and it's in and it's easy. 15-14. Pistons within 1.
Whenever the Bucks switch forward on one of the Piston guard, this whole series they've just stepped back, isolated, and take advantage of the mismatch on speed.
Humphries to work against Isaiah. Wide of the lane. Clock is at 10. Outside to Sigma. Trying for 3 over Mahorn. It is short to Aguirre. Lost the rebound though. Roberts taps it to Brewer. He'll hand to Humphries. Humphries on top. Screen from Brewer. Down the lane. Baseline dish to Roberts. He will drive and lay it up and in. He got it off the window. Roberts was 6. It's 17-14. 6:15 to play in the first. Bucks by 3. Dumars has Roberts on him. Now Moncrief gets back, and they'll dish it deep on the wing to Aguirre. Trying for 3. Won't go through. Off the iron to Sidney. Now Jay Humphries. He'll walk it up against Isaiah. Switches gears. Goes to the hoop. And he lays it in. Nice cut. And a change of pace by Humphries.
And all of the Bucks were moving, and the Pistons were watching their own men, and he snuck in unattended.
19-14 Milwaukee. Isaiah wide the lane. Gets inside Brewer. The Glasser won't go. The tip won't go, but he's fouled on the putback. Timeout here. 5:39 to play in the first. Milwaukee 19 and the Pistons 14. This is the Pistons Playoff Basketball Network. Pistons fans, here's your chance to get Pistons tickets despite sellout crowds at the Palace. Call the Pistons during our simulcast. Salespeople are on duty. The telephone number is 377-0100. Get information on ticket availability for next year's exciting Pistons season, or call during business hours. The number 377-0100. Not a shooting call on the Brewer foul. Pistons with the fresh 24. 5.5 to play in the first. Bucks 19, Pistons 14. Isaiah dishing deep to Lambier. Couldn't hang on. It squirts away to Moncrief. Bucks haven't been to their bench yet. They don't have much of one tonight. Moncrief, dotted line, turn and gun. No. Pistons all over the rebound. Lambier has it to Dumars. Joey up the middle against Moncrief. Stop and go move. Dishes deep for the dunk to Mahorn.
I like that kind of basketball play. You break down the perimeter. The men have to fill in, and you dish off for the layup.
19-16. Milwaukee by 3. 4:50 to play in the first. Humphries top side to Moncrief. Moncrief on the wing to Roberts. Roberts mid post to Sigma. He'll step back. Mahorn blocks the shot. He had 4 blocks on Sunday. Easily the defensive player of the game. Ricky gets it topside, dishes to Aguirre. Sigma's on him. Clock at 13. Mark on the wing. He'll go inside, flip it up and in.
If they're going to give Mark Aguirre the baseline, the Bucks have got to rotate out and meet him a little further in the paint. And Randy Brewer didn't do that.
Mark Aguirre has 6. Milwaukee's lead is just 1. It is 19-18 Pistons with 4:09 to play in the first. Roberts steps up foul line, sends it and scores it. 21-18. Milwaukee by 3. Aguirre topside. On the wing to Dumars. He'll spin on Moncrief. Has it mid-post. Dishes topside to Aguirre. The triple try. Spins out to Brewer. Jay Humphries comes to work against Isaiah. Takes him right, takes him left. He's in the lane. He'll flip up the finger roll and fill it up. Humphries is on his game tonight. Bucks by 5, 23-18. He has 6.
This is as quick as I've seen Humphrey move.
3 1/4 to play in the first. Lambier back. The defenders couldn't hold the Dumars pass. Sigma to Moncrief. Moncrief trying to get it to Roberts. Roberts and Dumars play keep away. Roberts has it now. Fly it up off the high glass and in over Lambier. And Milwaukee now leads by 7. And the Pistons want timeout. 3:09 to play in the first. Bucks 25 and the Pistons 18 in Milwaukee in the Eastern Conference semifinals on the Pistons Playoff Basketball Network. Pure Amoco Ultimate, the engine cleaning gasoline drivers rate the very best your car knows. Bill Lambier knows he can shoot it from the top on the Pistons' first possession after their timeout. He gets it down from there. Sally and Vinny in the game now. Ricky Pierce comes off the Milwaukee bench. Roberts goes baseline though and sends it up and scores it.
Milwaukee's running a nice hard double curl off of a double stack up on the high post, and there's good movement. They're getting some nice layups out of it.
Pistons at 10 for 17. Milwaukee 12 out of 20. Mark Aguirre gets doubled, sends it outside to Lambier. They find Vinny. He'll take the baseline. Now go dotted line. One to dish it to Sally, but it's from behind him. Pierce with a tap to Humphries. It's 27-20 Milwaukee, and they have it. Pierce is on for Moncrief for Milwaukee. Pierce gets it, steps in from the foul line and sticks it.
This is what they call the wheel. And they place 2 people up on the foul line, and they run it forward, and a guard, and another forward out from it.
Well, he called for the ball there, got it, and then got it down. Pick and roll, Dumars and Lambier. Billy trying to get inside. Humphries on him on a switch and a whistle. Illegal defense warning from Daryl Garrettson for Milwaukee as Mark Aguirre is rested by Dennis Rodman. Dennis will trigger to Dumars. That's 24. We're in the final 2 of the first. Dumars heads for the baseline as it's slapped out with the clock at 17. 1:43 to play in the first. Milwaukee by 9. Rodman triggers to Vinny. Vinny against Roberts. The clock is at 14. He'll get inside, try a wild reverse and draw a foul. He hit the floor. Brewer got him. Bad news for Milwaukee. Brewer has 3.
That you're playing a war of attrition here, and foul problem is something that Del Harris does not need if he wants his ball club to stay into this.
Brewer arguing with Daryl Garrettson about the call. Then he will shoot a pair. We want to say a very special hello to a guy who's kept the Pistons clean for years and years and years. George Barker. George recuperating and hope he's enjoying the Milwaukee series. It could be a sweep. Then he missed them both, however, and Brewer boards it. They can't very well take him out. 3 fouls or not. A minute and a half to play in the first. It's 29-20 Milwaukee. Humphries has Vinny on him, wide of the lane. He'll flip it to Sigma in the paint to Brewer. Here's the dribble now. The hook, and he hit it. Milwaukee by 11.
That's an awfully big man. That's a tall hook shot.
Dumars runs Humphries into a Lambier screen. Gets the switch. Roberts is on him. Humphries with Lambier on top. Joe D to the hoop. In a crowd. An offensive foul is going to be called on Joe as Brewer hit the floor. And now Brewer will come out. Tony Brown replaces him. Tell you what, he came within a heartbeat of getting his fourth.
Yes, and you know that Del Harris had his heart right up in his throat, but Randy did pretty good position there. I don't know. Sometimes courage is better than valor at whatever you do it, but I think I'd have got out of the way on that one.
Chuck Daly has inserted Jimmy Edwards for Bill Lambier. His team trails by 11. He's trying to sweep the Bucks here. Humphries, topside Brown, wide of the lane to Roberts. Roberts against Sally. They get inside him, try to reverse. Edwards blocks it. Roberts gets it back. Clock still running. It's at 5. Topside Pierce. The rainbow goes. What a beautiful shot. Just inside the three-point line. 33-20 Milwaukee. Isaiah against Humphries. Bounces baseline to Vinny. He will drive and travel. Says Joe Forty. A half a minute now to play in the first.
If I was guarding Pierce, I don't think I'd help anyone out. I think I'd have tunnel vision on him, play in his chest, and just make him cut back door and not let him receive the ball on the initial thrust.
Milwaukee leads by 13. The Pistons have handed him 6 first-quarter turnovers. Isaiah's back in the game for Dumars. Sickman at the foul line. Isaiah hit the ball on the way up. Sally pulls it away, then throws it away. Here's Pierce, top of the key for the gun. No. Rodman rebounds. A second left in the first, and at the end of one. The crowd loves it. Milwaukee leads by 13. 33-20. This is the Pistons Playoff Basketball Network. Tomorrow night on Channel 50, an hour of comedy at 7 p.m. The Keatons on Family Ties, and then Three's Company at 7:30. Janet and Chrissy believe Mrs. Roper's having an affair. The broadcast premiere of The Fly follows at 8 on WKBD TV 50. Sidney Moncrief returns for Milwaukee. They don't like Ricky Mahorn much here in Milwaukee. I wouldn't like him much either. He blocked 4 of their shots come Sunday. Edwards in the lane for the turn and gun. He missed it. Back come the Bucks. It's 33-20. Milwaukee leads at Sickman, top of the key. Dotted line Brown. The turnaround gun won't go. Off the heel of John Sally. Isaiah, Vinny, Sally, Edwards, and Rodman for Chuck Daly. Isaiah will stop and go to the hoop and then scoop and then score off the high glass on Moncrief. 33-22. Through one, the Pistons shot 59%. So did the Bucks, but the turnovers 7-0 did the Pistons in. Roberts at the foul line against Sally. He'll go mid-post. Now he'll go baseline. Here's the up fake and the rainbow. It goes. That's almost unstoppable.
He shoots that way. This Sally looked around and said, hey, where'd this guy come from?
He's come up with 14 first-quarter points, 6 out of 7 from the floor. Sally wheeling inside. He'll miss it.